Hello, my name is Shraddha Arun Chavan. My school name is Swargiya Vitthal Rao Tupe Patil Smart Learning School, and my teacher's name is Rameshwar Bhaiya.
Okay, so Shraddha, let's start with the first question. Can you tell us about your RC? Like, what was your RC at the beginning of the year, and what is your RC now?
My RC was 1.5 and now my RC is 3.
Okay, so you improve your RC. Like, what helps you to improve your RC? How did you improve your RC?
I read stories and I solve worksheets.
So reading stories and solving the worksheets.
Yes.
So can you tell us about your reading? Like, where do you get books from, and what do you like to read, and how much time you spend on reading?
I start reading in library.
Okay. And how much time do you spend on reading every day?
I think 1 hour.
So do you think reading has helped you to improve your RC?
Yes.
And how? How reading helps you to improve your RC?
I start from simple stories and then I understand that stories and we annotate the character, the things, all things. So.
Okay, so you annotate, you read.
Yes.
Now let's talk about what is one quality that you feel you have.
Honesty.
Honesty. And can you give an example, like what is one thing that you value the most? Honesty.
Yes.
Okay, and why you think honesty is important? Like, what happens if you are honest?
If we are honest, so we can help the other peoples and.
Okay, so if you are honest, we help others.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now let's talk about yourself. So from beginning of the year, apart from RC, okay, of course you have improved your RC, but
Yes.
apart from RC को छोड़ के, what you have improved in yourself?
I improved to speak in English.
Okay, speak in English.
And
think about other things that you were not able to do. Think about your reading. Think about your all different things.
I was not able to solve the worksheets.
Okay. Now how is it? How you are doing with the worksheets?
I annotate and solve worksheets.
So you have learned how to solve worksheets?
Yes.
You also improve your spoken English? Okay, that's really great. So what is the one thing that you are proud of this year? That you have done or you have improved in yourself?
I improved my RC level.
That's you are proud? So RC level is one thing you are proud of. Any other thing? No. Okay. Now let's talk about your classroom culture. Okay. So do you think classroom norms help you to improve, or just classroom norms that we have? Do you think those classroom norms help us?
Yes.
And how can you tell us that? How it helps? If there are classroom norms, how those helps us?
Raise your silent hand. If we don't raise our silent hand, there will be so noise in our class.
Okay. What is your favorite norms that you have in the class?
Be kind to your friends and work with our friends in group.
Okay. So tell us more about your classroom, because your classroom, for example, has around 40 to 50 students.
Yes.
So how do we manage? Do you have any group system, trackers? Can you talk about that?
Yes, we have groups and trackers also we have.
And what do you do with that trackers? And how the tracker works? Who maintains the tracker? Who is responsible?
Yes, some students have responsibilities for tracker and they maintain the tracker. Yes.
Right. So do you think having groups in the classroom helps you?
Yes.
How can you tell us that?
Because if one student don't know the meaning of this, so other children will tell the meaning.
So if you are not able to understand something, your group helps you to
Yes.
understand. Any other thing that you are seeing yourself when you are working in a group that
To give chance to everyone for the answers.
so when we are working in a group, we also have to think about others, right?
Yes.
It's not only me speaking or I am telling. That's really nice. So let's talk about classroom culture. So at the beginning of the year, we didn't have that much things.
Yes.
But do you see any difference between starting of the year in your classroom culture mostly and now end of the year? Do you see any difference in the classroom culture and what is that?
Bhaiya makes first, Bhaiya make norms. Second, we know that what is feeling, and third, groups.
Okay. So these three things has improved.
Yes.
Have you seen in your classmates also that any change in your classmate, any change in your classroom because of classroom culture or norms?
Yes.
And what is that?
My classmate improve RC level, and I think follow norms.
Follow the norms. Okay. So now let's talk about your classmates. So can you give example of any friend that you see him or her has improved something in them, in the academic, in the behavior, or anything?
Tanishka.
Okay, and can you give example like what she did, what she was not able to do, and what she is doing now? What she improved?
She was not able to speak in English. Now she is speaking in English.
Now she is able to speak.
Yes.
That's really nice. So now let's talk about the teacher. So do you think if a teacher is friendly with you, that helps you, and how?
Yes. If teacher is friendly, then we can ask any questions to teacher, and
So asking question becomes simple.
yes.
Okay. So if a teacher is friendly, you can ask them any question you are, facing. Any other thing that helps you if teacher is friendly? What happens if one teacher is so strict, always shouting, not listening to you, beating children? What happens? What is impact as a
If
children?
the teacher is beating the children, then children can't pay attention on study, and the children will don't come to school.
Okay, so they will afraid to come to school.
Yes.
That's really nice. Now let's talk about India. So what is the one problem that you want to solve in India? Like first tell what do you know about student vision scale, and then we will come back to India. What is student vision scale?
Student vision scales means how children can understand about their self, others, and India.
Okay, so SVS is the way to understand India, self and others.
Yes.
Really nice. You know the SVS, right? Student vision scale. Now let's talk about the third stand, that is India. So what is one problem that you want to solve in India that you see? And
Noise, air pollution.
air pollution, and why?
Because there is so many air pollutions because of vehicles, and some vehicles can make so many noise.
So the vehicles are making the noise. And in your future, how do you want to contribute or solve this problem? Like what do you want to become, and what do you want to do to solve this problem?
I want to do.
First, let's answer this question. Like, what do you want to become in your future? You haven't decided yet. Okay, but now let's talk about then. You see air pollution. How air pollution is affecting your life as a student?
There is so many air pollution. Vehicle go on road, so many air. That now air comes in classroom. So no,
Okay. What happens because of that?
we smell very.
Okay, so
And so many students get ill.
get sick.
Yes.
That's really interesting. Now we talked about classroom, we talked about others. So next year you are going in next 6th standard.
Yes.
So what is your hope for next year? What do you want to improve? What do you want to do differently?
I want to improve my RC more and speak in English with friends also.
So you want to improve your RC more and you also want to speak more
Yes.
in English. As a classroom, okay, think about as a classroom. What is the one thing that you are very proud of that we have achieved this year? One thing that you are proud of कि हमने ये कर लिया है.
RC level.
Improvement of RC. Okay.
Yes. And to follow the norms.
Okay. So you are proud that we all are following the so many norms that we
Yes.
have. Now let's talk about our library. So what do you think? How library has helped you as a student in your life?
We read stories so we can understand stories, and if we understand stories, we can improve our RC level.
Okay, so understanding stories and okay, like not only RC, does a story also help you in another way? Not only RC, but learning the social norms, learning the
Yes.
morals. Can you tell about that?
Yes, we can learn the norms, morals, the story morals. Some stories have storybooks have morals of stories, and some don't. Some storybooks don't have, so we can make the morals for stories.
Yeah. So because of library, does your reading time has improved? Like,
Yes.
Like how can you tell us before the library and after the library?
Before the library, I just read for 10 to 20 minutes. Now I read for 1 hour.
1 hour. And what kind of books do you like to read?
All kinds of.
All kind of books.
Yes.
Okay. And if library would be not there, what would have happened?
We can't improve our RC, and
So RC improvement.
and we can't read so many books.
Okay, we couldn't have the time to read.
Yes.
Do you have any message for any didi bhaiya want to become teacher and they are confused should they become teacher or not? What you will say? Any message you have for them?
I will say yes.
That they should become teacher. Why? Now the question I will ask differently. Why someone should become teacher or didi bhaiya?
Because if the Didi Bhaiya or teacher makes library the very good things for the children.
Okay, so they can do so many things for children.
Yes.
Now let's talk about our community visits. So how do you feel when one teacher comes to your home or when I come to your home for community visits?
I feel happy
Why?
because if teacher or Didi Bhaiya comes to our home, they will know that what we are getting hard, so they can solve that.
Okay, so what problems you are facing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Say bye.
Bye.